All right, you guys. So welcome to our Get Started Right call. Tonight, we're just focusing kind of on making sure as a new coach, you are on the path to moving your business forward. We could go into depth on so many different things. But we know as a new coach, it can sometimes be kind of overwhelming where to get started, what exactly you need to do. And so that's kind of what we're going to cover tonight, just the basics. Here's where you need to start. And then when you get done with that, then we'll go more in depth into some things. Sound good? All right, so I'm going to share my screen and we're going to see how this works. Okay, because I still want to see you guys on the side. So I'm going to try doing the slideshow, but it may kick y'all off my screen. And if it does, I'm just coming back to this. Oh, hold on. My little thing may be in the way. Oh, y'all are still there. Look at that. All right.
I feel so official. It's
feel
exciting.
super official right now. we made it. All right, you guys. See if I can click through here. Okay, so first things first. I hope you guys have some paper and pens to take some notes about what we're talking about tonight. The first thing we want to cover are the vital behaviors. So in Beachbody, there are these 4 vital behaviors that we should be doing every day as a coach to help us be successful. The first one is be a product of the product. And what that means is today, if you haven't already, today you need to commit to a program and start using it. Follow the calendar, follow the eating plan today. You guys, we can't promote things and share about things that we're not doing. I'm a huge, huge supporter of picking a program, going start to finish, talking about your journey as you go through it, sharing your results. And if you hate it, talk about why you don't like it, like why it doesn't work for you. But you guys, Beachbody On Demand is our toolbox of things to share with people, right? There are features built into there that help us talk to our potential challengers or our current challengers about their goals and make sure we're lining them up with the perfect program for them. Okay. So being a product of the product is huge. If you are not following a program and having some type of journey along there, your journey in your business is going to stall, just like your journey on your transformation is probably going to stall. So that's first and foremost. Second is to invite. And this just means, to me, this means sharing on social media what you're doing, talking about your challenge groups, talking about our team and what you have to offer, and then inviting people, whether it's in your post, whether it's in Messenger, whether it is in person, okay? But talk about what you're doing. You have to invite. The third vital behavior is reading personal development. And you guys, this is one that gets looked over so often. I looked over it in the beginning too. I didn't think I needed it. I didn't think I needed some self-help book to help me along. But this has been one of the biggest game changers for my personal life and in general, outside of even the business part, it has improved just how I think. So if you guys are not reading a personal development book right now, I want you to either go on our team page. You can use the search feature and type in personal development. There's tons of posts where we have posted suggested books to start with, or reach out to your upline and ask them which book to start with. Okay. The fourth one is recognition. And this is huge. People like to be recognized for either what they're doing, what they're trying, what they're starting, things that they've accomplished. So this goes for recognition within the team page, recognition within your challenge group, maybe just recognizing somebody in a message like, hey, I saw you posted your first workout today. I'm so proud of you. Just giving them that boost of encouragement. Okay. So these are things we need to be doing every day as a coach. Your new coach checklist, you guys, this is also in our new coach checklist, which we have if we have, it's not in the cover photo, where it's going to be in there tonight. But I just want to briefly go over this. One thing you should be doing every day is checking the breaking news in your office. So go into your office, you go to teambeachbody.com, you log in, you hover over the little coach tab and click office. Breaking news is down at the bottom right. And what this shows, it tells you kind of like our specials for the month. It'll tell you if they have any updates to the website. It'll tell you if there's any time that they plan on like having the website down, which happens occasionally. That way you just know. That way you're not sending out enrollments, getting people set up when the website's down and wondering what's going on. So just try to get used to checking in on that daily. There is what's called a national wake-up call every Monday morning, 8 o'clock Pacific, 10 o'clock Central. And what this is, it's corporate, gives us updates on what's going on in the month. They usually do some type of like little challenge in the beginning, kind of quizzing us on some of our products that we have. And then there's a coach that will essentially give you a training or tips on how they have moved their business forward, what works for them. It's usually about a 40-minute call. And I really encourage you guys to watch this every single week. If you cannot be there on there live because you have a full-time job or your morning's just crazy and mom life, I totally understand. What happens is there is a recording. So there is a podcast app that you can download, Team Beachbody Podcast. Or they also just started this year. They are actually doing it live on Beachbody Coach 411. Is that what the page is called, Logan? Beachbody 411? Team Beachbody?
TBB.
411.
It's TBB. Yeah. Coach 411.
So, and we try to share, like whenever the live video starts or whenever somebody sees it, we try to share it in the team page as well, but you can watch the live video at your own time or listen to it while you're getting ready or whatever it is. We have our own team calls the first and third Tuesday of each month, unless we let you know otherwise. Sometimes we have guest speakers that we have to switch days for, or sometimes our month has like 5 weeks in it and we might throw in an extra one. So we'll try to keep you updated, but for the most part, it will be first and third Tuesday each month at this time, 6:30 Pacific, 8:30 Central. Our next team call is next week. And this is one that's kind of an anomaly. We are doing it on Thursday, but at the same time, 6:30, 8:30. And we have a guest speaker. So this is Thursday, March 15th. Our guest speaker is Emily Favre, who is currently number 7 in the network. She did an incredible live, I don't know that you would call it a training, but it is a training on the Beachbody Champions page today. So I want everybody to put that on your calendar. I want you to be here because she is doing some incredible things with her business. Third, if you guys haven't already, I mean, you're on a Zoom call, so you probably know how to use it, but Zoom is what we use for all our team calls, any type of challenger calls, group calls we have. If you're on your phone, you have to download the app first. Typically on a computer, all you have to do is click the link, but like I said, you guys figured out how to get here tonight, but just wanted to make sure you guys knew. Oop. Okay. Oh, already talked about starting to use your workout program, be a product of the product. Another thing I want to touch on is how to stay active as a coach. You have to have 50 personal volume points to stay active as a coach. And Emerald, and that's wrong, I meant to go back and change it. Emerald is 75, I think. But the easiest way to stay active is to have your Shakeology on HD or Daily Sunshine on HD, or like the Performance Line on HD. All of those are 90 PB. You don't have to worry about it. And you want to stay active for various reasons that I'm not going to go into tonight, but once you start growing your business, we'll talk more about that later. And if there's chat going on, I can't see anything. So if there's something I need to touch on here, please let me know, Logan, before I go on.
For the PV really quick.
Yes.
So it's 50 PV to stay active. It's 50 PV as an Emerald coach, 75 PV for a Ruby coach, and 100 PV for a Diamond coach. But in order to earn Success Club, which is something that I will be touching on in a few minutes, it needs to be at least 90.
Yes, perfect.
To clear that up.
All right. How to find answers. So I know you guys are going to have a lot of questions as you start diving into your business and learning new things. And having questions is really, really good. We don't want to like make you shy away from asking questions. We just kind of want to give you a rundown of like the best place to find them, the first place to go. Coach FAQ is always the first place I go to find it. That is can also be found in your coach office under support, and you click on that and then it'll go to FAQ. You can type in anything you want, Shakeology, volume, challenge pack, whatever it is, and any FAQ about that particular thing will come up. The next place to go, if you can't find it there, go to our team page. There are a lot of people in there willing to help who have probably had the same question before. The first thing I suggest you doing, though, is using the little search tab. So if you're on your computer, it's like off to the left and down to the bottom. So like say you had a question about like Crohn's, like that tends to sometimes, that comes up with potential clients. Oh, I have somebody that has Crohn's. Can they drink Shakeology? Type it in the search bar and see if we've already talked about it before. If you don't find your answer, then ask. Absolutely post a question there. Maybe tag your upline. That way we make sure and see it. But the team page is just a great resource to have to answer the questions that you're going to come across. Next place is YouTube. You guys, so many coaches in Beachbody have amazing YouTube videos with trainings, with tips, with tutorials, whatever it is. So YouTube is another great place to go. And then, of course, you can message your upline. I mean, you talk to your sponsor and ask them the best way to reach them, whether it's texting or messaging or emailing. But going through this process, you will get your answer a lot quicker a lot of times than messaging your sponsor. So, all right, navigating the online office. This is also in the new coach checklist. There is a video that just takes you through kind of how to navigate through it. And lucky for you, they just updated it recently and it's a lot more user-friendly. For us oldies, we're kind of still having to get used to it because, you get used to one thing, whether it sucks to get around or not. And now they made it easier and we're like, oh my gosh, I don't know where anything is. But there's a video that kind of just walks you right through it, okay? The best thing I can say to do is just get in your office and start clicking on buttons and search around and see what you can find. That is what I did for like the good first month, is just looked around everything. Know how to contact Coach Relations. If you have any questions, if you have come across any problems, you can call them. The number's right there. It's also in our cover photo. So is the link to email them, and so is the link to hop on chat. Hopping on chat is like the easiest way to go, and that's typically what I do. So just know how to contact them because there's going to be questions coming up sometime about something that you'll need their help with. The next thing you'll need to do is set up your websites. This is also in our new coach checklist. It'll tell you step by step how to go through and set them up. Enter your before pictures. This is really important when it comes to when you do make that first rank advancement to Emerald and open your business. We're going to talk more about this later, but you qualify for the LEAD program and you have to have your website set up. You have to have your before picture in there to actually qualify for that program. The last thing to make sure and do is set up your direct deposit. You may think, oh, well, I don't think I'm going to make any money yet, but you're probably going to forget whenever you do make you set up that first person, and then you're going to get paid, and it's going to take 2 weeks for you to get in like a physical check. Like, I promise it takes like 2 weeks. I didn't set mine up right away. So just go in there and set it up that way. Whenever you get going, you don't even have to worry about it. Any questions here, Logan? Nope. Okay. It's pretty simple. All right. So setting up a customer, a lot of people are probably ready to get some people set up in our challenge group coming up on the 19th, which you guys are all more than welcome. Like, I hope you're inviting your friends to do that with us. The easiest way to get somebody set up is using Share a Cart. This is also in the office. You can download it, or not download it, but like save it to where it's almost like an app on your phone, where it's really easy access. But all you have to know to get their order set up is what they want to get set up with. So what challenge pack they want, or maybe what other items they want, what flavor, Shakeology or Recover they want, and their email. And you put it all in their cart, and you push send email, and they will get an email to complete it. There's also a really cool feature now that once you push send email, you can actually copy the link. And that is what I have been doing also. So I'll send the email, I will copy the link, and I will go back to my customer and I'll say, hey, I just got your order set up. You should be getting an email to complete it. Or you can also use this link, and I will send them the link. And then I'll say, I'm so excited, can't wait to get started with you. There is a video also in the new coach pack walking you through how to use Share a Cart. But once you do it, it's really simple and the way to go. You can also send links to people. If you go to BB Links, you can get links generated with your Coach ID already on it. That way, whenever they click on it and they go through to order things, you will be connected with that customer. Any questions there? We good? Okay. All right. So I want to just cover a little bit about the different business ranks as you grow your business. So everybody starts out as a coach. And we talked about being an active coach with how many personal volume points you have to have. And there it is. See, and that's why I knew I needed to go back and change it, because I had this. But the 50 PV for a coach or an emerald, 75 for a ruby, and 100 PV for diamond. So not going to go into a lot of detail here, but your first business rank opportunity is emerald. And this is what I like to say is you're saying you are open for business. You're opening your doors. You're saying you're serious about this, whether you're wanting to build it as a hobby, maybe you're wanting part-time, full-time, whatever it is, you have to get to emerald to start unlocking some of the different compensation opportunities, the different programs to get customers have to be emerald. And all that is getting 2 people to do this with you. Now this, like I said, I'm not going to go into a lot of depth because we have a whole emerald training, but we strongly suggest grabbing 2 loved ones and asking them to support you as you start this business. Okay. We suggest your husband or your spouse, and then maybe grab a parent, a brother, a sister, a best friend, somebody to give you those 2 people and say, hey, I'm open for business. The next rank is Ruby. Ruby, you have to have at least 2 coaches on each side, and one of those have to be emerald on each side. Ruby is a very challenging rank to achieve. A lot of times people go from emerald to diamond because it's getting the emeralds that are harder, right? It's getting those people that do want to grow a business that's a little bit harder. Diamond, you have 4 coaches on each leg, and you still, one of those are emerald. So just wanted to give you a quick overview to kind of give you an idea of what it looks like to grow your business, the different ranks that you have to advance to, and maybe just start thinking about kind of where you want your business to move. All right, so a lot of questions. starting this is, okay, well, how do I make money doing this? So there are actually several ways that you can earn money through this opportunity. So I just want to touch on some of the basic ones, the ones you are going to see right away. That is, we earn 25% commission on all retail sales. Okay, so any challenge packs you set up with anybody, any Beachbody On Demand memberships, any sliders or loops or apparel or skincare, whatever it is, you earn 25%. And that is the initial way you are going to start seeing some income from this. The second way, I knew I should have grabbed water. The second way is through a team cycle bonus. This is something else that you unlock once you become Emerald. And there is a video in our new coach checklist that explains what a team cycle bonus is. But essentially, this is where your residual income is going to come from in the long run. You know, most of us are not retail coaches, meaning we are not setting up a bazillion new people every single month. We aim for 3 to 5 new people. But our income continues to grow because of these team cycle bonuses. And somebody said, I was watching a video about it earlier, but these bonuses, you know, they're based on the success of our team. It's like Beachbody is like, hey, you know what? You're doing a really great job growing your team. I'm going to give you a little bit of bonus because your team's doing so well. So there is different prices or different incomes depending on what rank you are. So as an Emerald coach, you will get $14 a cycle. Ruby is $16 and Diamond and above is $18. Not going to go into detail on how to cycle because it does get a little bit like, wait, what? But whenever we get there, we'll talk about it. Whenever we're in that Emerald training and you're ready to start figuring out how to unlock this, then we'll talk about it. A couple other ways to earn, I did want to let you know there's a Fast Start Plus bonus, which you get $100 bonus for every 5 coaches you sign up with Shakeology HD or a challenge pack in a 5-week period. So that's just, you know, if you sign up 5 coaches in 5 weeks, you get $100 bonus. And then something else to shoot for and to think about for the future, there's also quarterly star diamond bonuses. So at 2-star, 5-star, 10-star, and 15-star diamond, which are the ranks beyond diamond. So you see Emerald, Ruby, Diamond, and then there's 1-star, 2-star, so on and so forth until 15. You have the opportunity to also earn a quarterly bonus at those ranks. So like I said, there's a lot of different ways to financially earn in this opportunity. But like I said, the first thing you're going to see is that 25% commission. All right, Success Club. You guys are going to hear a lot about Success Club because this is the way that Beachbody has given us to really measure how our business is growing, which I think is really cool. Sometimes, you know, if you think about different jobs, you don't really have like that benchmark to know like, well, am I doing good? Like, am I doing what I'm supposed to do? Well, they gave that to us and they didn't just like pull this number out of thin air. They actually, a couple years ago, did research on like their top coaches and like, okay, well, what are they doing that is making them successful and some other people not successful? And what it boils down to is they were helping at least 3 new people each month. And so that's where Success Club came from, the points. So you get 2 points per new coach or new customer that signs up with a challenge pack or a completion pack, which if you don't know what that is if like you have a Beachbody On Demand customer and they're like, you know what, I really want to try Shakeology. You can sign them up with a completion pack. A Shakeology HD order or any HD item with 90 PV or greater. So like our performance stack that has the Recover and Energize is 90 PV, you would get 2 points for all of those. And one really cool thing they started this year that I love is it used to be you could only get 2 points per person, like per lifetime. So say Logan was my customer and she signed up with me back when I started in May of 2015. And she signed up with the challenge pack and I got 2 Success Club points from her. And then say 80-day obsession rolled around in December and she wanted to get back in the swing of things, and she got set up with an 80-day obsession challenge pack. Before, I wouldn't have gotten Success Club points, which is fine. But now you can get Success Club points every 6 months from your customer, which I think is fantastic, because now it encourages us to reach down into our customer base that's already there, that's already trusted us. So that's something else I did want you guys to know. There is a way to get 1 point. You'll sometimes randomly see it. It's for HD items that add up to 90 PV. So if somebody got a couple of like the performance lines individually that added up to 90 PV, that's where you would see that 1 point. Or sometimes they do like special incentives and they'll do 3 points for different challenge packs, but just focus on the 2. So you want to hit Success Club 5. So that means 3 people would get you to Success Club 6. So a couple different reasons you want to be hitting Success Club. Beachbody always gives us incentives for hitting Success Club each month. Sometimes it's a book. Sometimes it's fun tank tops and swag. Sometimes it's amazing personal development podcast. Sometimes it's like an umbrella or just lots of fun things. We're actually going to start implementing a Team Success Club prize as well, and we're really excited about it. But we have not even announced that on the team page. So you guys kind of get in on it in the beginning, but we'll talk more about it in the team page. But just know, if you hit Success Club, you've got a prize coming from the team. Something else with hitting Success Club is you unlock the Success Starter program. And what that is when you hit Success Club in your first 3 months of being a coach, you earn your free ticket to Summit, which is our big conference every year where we get to go be surrounded by a lot of other incredible coaches, get some incredible training, get to see corporate, it is just an amazing experience. So I do want to mention that right now, that Summit this year is, let's see, it is June 21st. Is that when it is? 22nd and 23rd. Is that right, Logan? It's in June. So it's actually, our tickets are at a special price this month. So if you have not signed up, if you're interested in learning more, we've got a lot of people from our team going, and it's going to be a ton of fun. So I did want to mention that. You also get to earn trips for hitting Success Club and get them paid for. So we've been on a cruise. We're supposed to go to Punta Cana last summer, but I was pregnant. We're going to Mexico here in April. A lot of us already signed up for another cruise. So just a lot of incentives around Success Club. But the main part of hitting Success Club is it's the foundation to building success in your coaching business. Okay. It ensures that you are continuously getting new people in your challenge group every single month, or on our team every single month. And that means things are growing, right? And this is where the LEAD program comes into play. When you are an Emerald coach and you hit Success Club and you have your PV to stay active, you qualify for the LEAD program. And what this is when people go onto teambeachbody.com and they order something random, or not random, but they order something, they're assigned a random coach. And those coaches are us. Am I still here? It said my connection was unstable. Am I good? Okay. And those coaches are us if we're hitting Success Club, which is really, really cool. I mean, you guys, these people are already coming, already wanting something to change, to start working out, whatever it is, and we get these customers. So that's a really cool thing to unlock when you go Emerald and when you're hitting Success Club. So you'll hear us talk a lot about Success Club. It's a non-negotiable for a lot of us to have those 3 new people join us every single month. And if you are wanting to grow your business, I encourage you to make it a non-negotiable too. And I'm going to let Logan take over from here.
Alrighty, so I am going to take over with social media. Like Haley said, following, what she said about Success Club, the first month that I was a coach, I didn't even know what Success Club was, but I had been part of a challenge group, and I had started to get really amazing results using the products and the programs. And I was starting to get a lot of questions from my friends and my family and the people who knew me closely, because they could just tell that I felt better and that I was happier. And it was like a light switch had been turned on inside of me. And I was starting to feel compelled to kind of like put it out there and share my story. Don't get me wrong. I absolutely wanted to vomit the first time that I posted a transformation post. And, my very first transformation post that I shared, I was 6 weeks into my total journey. I think I had been a coach for maybe a couple weeks because I started as a customer in a challenge group. I went through my very first challenge group and did not say a single word. I was a fly on the wall, and my coach probably didn't think I was doing anything at all. But I was following the programs and I was doing the workouts, and I was just shy because I didn't know anybody yet except my coach. And I only knew her through social media. I didn't know her. I've still never met her in person before. But I just started to have that tug in my heart to share, because I went from feeling so down and depressed to feeling like I had fresh air breathed into my life again. And why wouldn't I want to share that with people that I loved? Like, why wouldn't I want them to feel as amazing as I was feeling? So I wrote up a post and I put it out there on Facebook, and I slammed my computer shut and wouldn't look at it for the rest of the day because I didn't want to go back and delete it, because I was so freaking out about what are people going to say about me? What are people going to think? These are really vulnerable photos that I'm sharing of me in a sports bra. But guys, the response that I got was overwhelming. And I had people reach out to me right away that were like, I don't care what it is that you're doing. The very first girl that signed up with me as a coach is actually still a coach with us on the team, and her name is Tressa. And she said, you don't even need to tell me what you're doing. Just tell me how to sign up. Granted, not everybody is that easy. But just having that bravery to put that very first post out on social media was the game changer for me. I signed up 3 or 4 people. My coach told me I hit Success Club. I had no idea what that meant. But I did see that I got a direct deposit on a Thursday into my bank account, and it was enough money to cover my Shakeology. And I thought, well, this is cool. And then I signed up another coach, and she said, hey, guess what? You're an Emerald coach. And now you start getting all of these cool things. And so I guess my point is I started taking the action before I even knew what anything was. And that is probably the best advice that I can give you in the business is don't feel like you have to learn the nitty-gritty ins and outs of every single piece of this coaching business, because I'm 2.5 years in and I'm still learning new things every single day. So the best thing to do is to just start sharing. start talking in person with your friends and family and let them know what you're doing. Start sharing on social media that you were on a journey. You know, when Shayna, who's on the call tonight, got ready to, you know, really start sharing her journey on social media, she asked me what kind of post I made when I first kind of like put it out there to the world that I was coaching now. So I scrolled back 2 years and found my original post, and I went back to Shayna and I said, okay, here's what you're not going to do. You're not going to do anything that I did in my original post, because back in the day, back in the olden times, 2.5 years ago, you could get away with, talking about using the words Beachbody and Shakeology and 21 Day Fix and things like that in your social media. But there are so many people out there selling things now, not just coaches, but other, companies. And Facebook is onto us. And if they see you kind of dropping specific words like that, they're going to hide your posts from even your friends and family, which sucks. So we need to be a little bit more creative with how we're sharing our lifestyle. And honestly, it makes it feel less salesy when you don't use a lot of the product names. So talking about your health and fitness journey, how you do at-home workouts, and these are the amazing results that you get through your, clean nutrition, and talking about your supportive tribe and your, superfood, super mom shake, or whatever it is that you want to call it, rather than using, some of the terms that we're used to using, like Shakeology and Beachbody and those kind of things. It makes it a little bit more pleasing to Facebook and Instagram. And so our posts will actually get seen in the news feeds. We have to learn how to fight those algorithms every day. So back in the day, we used to have to post, like 5 times a day in order to get our stuff seen on social media. But now, the way it's changing, we really want you guys to focus on just doing 1 or 2 quality posts a day. I really want you guys to focus on getting started with your personal Facebook page, because that is where you are going to have your people who already know you. And when they know you, there's just a deeper level of trust. And when they trust you, that is when they are going to feel compelled to join you. So I want you to start on your personal Facebook page, even though it's scary, even though you want to puke when you get ready to make that post. I promise you that post is something that is going to change somebody else's life. And so whenever I have second thoughts about sharing something that's vulnerable or scary, you guys, those are always the posts that I get messages back from either other struggling moms or other women who, struggle with some of the same things that I do. And they tell me I feel like you were speaking directly to me. And then they can relate to me. There's a deeper level of trust, and they are ready to take my hand and get started on this journey. So focusing on your personal Facebook page and Instagram. Instagram is a really, really fantastic platform that a lot of us are having a lot of success with right now. So 1 to 2 quality posts on your Instagram feed, and then more day-to-day stuff in your Instagram stories. I'm not going to go into a whole ton of detail on Instagram stories because we have had team calls and we have some amazing, training and YouTube videos specifically designed around social media. We could have a whole month's worth of team calls on social media and still not cover anything. Or everything. But just know that getting started with just kind of sharing your story, sharing where you're at with your transformation so far, even if you haven't even started a program, starting with sharing your before photo. If you're 2 weeks in, then share where you were at, week 0 and where you're at now. I was 6 weeks in when I started, and I guarantee you my week 6 photo did not look anything like my week 52 photo. But I am so glad that I did not wait until I was a year into my journey to start sharing. The next big piece about social media is your consistency. People want to see you showing up every day. it goes back to that trust thing. They want to know that you're all in and that you're committed. And when they know that you're committed, they trust you, and then they will join you and, believe that you are able to help them as well. So staying consistent with posting 1 to 2 times on social media, staying consistent with sharing your workouts within your Instagram stories, staying consistent with sharing that you have your shake in your Instagram stories, like things like that. Of course, a big piece of social media is the fact that the trap that coaches can kind of fall into is thinking, oh my gosh, I'm a coach now, so the only thing I can post about is health and fitness, right? And that is so wrong, because my brand, I am a health and fitness coach, but my brand is not Beachbody. It's not PiYo. My brand is Logan. And so I make sure that I am sharing way more than just fitness and nutrition. If you go to my social media, you are going to see posts about my kids. You are going to see, more mom life, humor stuff. You are going to see me talk about Target because I love Target. So branching beyond just health and fitness, we want you to think about what your 5 pillars are. These are the 5 things that really kind of define you as a person and as your brand. So health and fitness is obviously going to be one of those pillars. But then, other things like, are you a wife? Are you a student? Are you a mom? Maybe you love shopping. Maybe you super love peanut butter and you like to eat peanut butter on everything. Like, that could be a pillar. Maybe you have, maybe you're a dog mom and you're totally obsessed with your cute little fur babies. Like, whatever it is that really defines you, those 5 things, that's what we want to make sure that you are sharing consistently, because that is going to help you attract your other, your people, the people that are going to relate to you, the other nurses or the other students, the other college students, the other fur puppy mommies, like, you want to find your people that you relate to. Okay, you can go to the next one. Okay, so your first goals as a coach. We want you to get your product paid for. So in order to do that, we want you to be talking to your close friends and family. Grab 3 of your, good friends, or your mom and your sister and your cousin or whoever it is, and help get them set up with their tools, with their challenge pack. And we are going to get them started in our 30-day challenge group that starts March 19th. Is that correct? 19th? Yes. Not only is this going to earn you enough in commission to get your product paid for, but you are also going to earn Success Club. And as Haley talked about, there are a lot of perks that come along with Success Club, like unlocking your Success Starter program. And getting your product paid for. Of course, if these are people that are super close to you, we can help explain to you why it's best to sign them up as coaches, because you really want to make sure that you get those people close to you signed up as coaches at the beginning of your journey, as close to the beginning of your journey as possible. We signed up my husband as a coach my 2nd month into coaching, so he isn't at the tippy top of my legs, but I still thankfully signed him up at a good time. And don't get me wrong, my husband is not out there promoting Beachbody. He's not an actively coaching coach. I'm lucky if I get him to drink his shakes. But having him as a coach financially is a very, very smart move. And, I'm having kiddos, I think, come in and creep on me. What was I going to say? So when I was building my business to Diamond, one of my first one of my first emeralds was my husband, because I was able to sign up 2 coaches under him to get him to emerald. Then I only had to worry about growing 1 more emerald. And he literally just sits up there at the top of my genealogy, still as an emerald coach. And 2.5 years later, because of how I have continued to grow my business and where he sits high up in my genealogy, we bring in $250 a week off of his account alone, just sitting there. He's not actively out there doing anything, and I can still continue to grow his account so that we can bring in more income. Having a spouse as a coach who doesn't use a product is still helpful. Absolutely. My husband is kind of hit and miss on whether he drinks his shakes or does workouts, but when, now I get my performance line products that I drink for myself. I order them through his account to keep him active. When I first started, I ordered Shakeology packets through his account, and what he wasn't drinking, I would then sell to potential customers who wanted to try Shakeology before they invested in a full bag. And then not only did I get my money back on it, but it was enough volume to help keep him active, helped, kind of lock down some new customers for me. So it's definitely been a very, very smart business move for our family. So if you have the opportunity, it doesn't have to be a spouse, mom and dad, sister, best friend, grabbing your 2 people that you're super close to. But if you have a spouse, it's definitely beneficial. So again, going all the way back to the beginning when Haley talked about being a product of the product, your number one goal as a coach, no matter what, is to work on you and your journey. And that is honestly like my favorite part about being a coach. I think I have a lot of favorite parts about being a coach, but that's definitely one of them. When I wake up, my first things that I have to do, like as a coach, are the things to take care of me, as far as getting my workout in, reading my 10 minutes of personal development so that I'm taking care of my body and I'm taking care of my mind. And I can't think of any other job that you can go and work at where they're like, hey, we love you working here so much. Like, take care of all of your needs first before you even think about doing like your other businessy stuff. Like when I'm a nurse, when I go to work, it's, hey, guess what? Here's all your patients that you get to take care of for the next 12 hours. You don't get to eat or pee until like everybody's taken care of. So make sure that, you utilize those breaks appropriately. And, if you have to pee, like, sorry about it. If your patient's in labor and about to have a baby, you better figure out how to hold it, sort of thing. So I can't think of any other job where you get to put your personal needs first, because if you're not taking care of you, you are not going to get the results that you really want out of all of this, business-wise and in terms of your own health and fitness. We heard this on a call this morning in a training call, and it was just like such a light bulb. If you, commit to a program, but you kind of sort of try, you kind of sort of follow the nutrition, you kind of sort of follow the workout calendar, but you're not consistent and you kind of make up your own rules, then you're kind of sort of going to get the results. You're not going to get those like tried and true results that they promise you can get from a program. And guys, when you follow these programs to a T, I promise you, you will get results. Beachbody, I submitted my results after I completed the PIO program. It was my second program. I lost 14 pounds in the 60 days of the program. Submitted my results because I wanted my free PIO t-shirt that I could wear oh so proudly. And corporate contacted me and were so excited about my results that they actually featured me in the next PIO infomercial. So if you're on late night TV and you see me, let me know. But like, that is what can happen. And if any of you follow Haley, like, she has been doing this 80-day obsession to a T, and her freaking 40-day, like, halfway results are jaw-dropping. So when you commit and when you commit and follow it through, like, you will see results in your fitness journey and in your coaching journey. You know, I see a big difference in the coaches who jump in and are just ready to take action and fail forward, because I promise you, we all fail. We fail every day. You know, we have conversations with people that don't go anywhere. It's just a process of learning as you go, failing forward. And the people who aren't as successful with it are the people who kind of have one foot out the door already. Like, they want to see how it goes, but I promise you, if you just jump in with both feet and do it, we have the systems, you have the support in all of us, and you are going to be successful with this. The only way to fail is to quit. So make sure that you are committing to your program and seeing it through. You are going to look and feel amazing, and you are going to have such great confidence in sharing this gift with people, because that's what it is. This is an incredible gift of health and fitness that we get to share with our friends and family that is going to change their life. I know that my life is 100% different, and I couldn't imagine what the last couple of years of my life would have been like if I didn't have this lifestyle and this team. So I'm so excited for you guys to dive in and really get a taste of, like, what this lifestyle can give you. I know that it is so overwhelming as a new coach, and you probably feel like there is so much information getting thrown at you. You're probably going to be added to, you know, a few new groups and be tagged in some posts, and try not to let the notifications of everything overwhelm you. If you need to turn off notifications in, like, some of the team pages or some of the groups, like, that is a-okay. Like, the information is going to be there when you have the time to plug in. So don't feel like you're missing out on anything. We have, you know, tried and true systems on how to sit down and work your business within an hour a day, or even smaller pockets of time if that's what fits your lifestyle better. So just know that this is, you know, it's a part-time thing that we want to teach you to fit into your life, but should help just expand your life in so many ways. And you just get to be a professional friendship maker out there on social media, being friends and just helping new people. And it's about sharing your story, your authentic journey, and we're with you every step of the way. Anything to add, Miss Haley?
No, I think that's great. This last slide is just kind of the next action steps, or this to make sure you're doing, which we've touched on all throughout this. There is a new coach checklist. Like I said, we'll make sure it's in the team cover photo. There's a new coach questionnaire that you can just copy and paste and email that to your sponsor, to your upline, and let them know you're ready for the next step, whether that's them getting on the phone with you or setting up a call like this, or maybe they'll send you kind of the next step in, like, the training process, however they choose to move forward. And then, just like Logan said, just stay engaged and take action, fail forward. So I'm going to stop sharing my screen now. All right. And I think we're good. Does anybody have any quick questions? Y'all good? Pretty simple information given to you guys tonight. Once you get through those, like the new coach checklist and the questionnaire, then we'll move forward into more of the new coach training that we have and the Emerald training and get you moving forward. But we are so excited that you are here. We're excited that you spent your evening with us. I know there's lots of other things you probably could have been doing, but we appreciate it, and we appreciate you taking the time to move your business forward. So we look forward to talking to you in the team page, and we'll see you there. Bye, you guys.
Bye.